I'm in Croke Park and I'm joined by Monaghan's Colin Walshe, and I suppose the first question everybody wants to know is what happened on Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday was look, it was a game that probably we had there for the taking, and probably with 5 points up, maybe with 10 minutes to go, we were in a good position to win the game. But I suppose Kerry just threw everything at us. They knew that their season was on the line, and the ball broke near the end and they got the goal. It finished up a draw. I suppose both teams probably had a chance to win it in the last minute or so, and the game could have been snatched from either team at that stage. So look, we'll take the draw and take the point, and we'll go down to Salt Hill then with that in mind.
I'm sure you can understand the criticism though that Monaghan, you were on top throughout the whole game. I was there myself. It was a great game to watch as a neutral, probably not so much for fans watching it who had a lot of skin in the game. A lot of bad wides, a lot of great opportunities you didn't take. So was it that Kerry stole it, or did you throw it away?
It's probably a bit of both, looking at different stages of the game. We had spells in the game where we were on top and we probably just didn't make it count. Early on we had gotten top of the Kerry kick out, and we had a couple of good opportunities to tag on points, and we probably had some bad wides then. And then probably toward the end of the game, Kerry had pressed up on us and they'd left spaces behind, and we got turnovers and made breaks down the field, but no scores came off them, which were probably poor. It was poor by our part not to finish those chances and leave the game in the balance. And look, when you do that there against a good team, they've every chance of getting something out of it, when it was just it was down to one kick of a ball with time nearly up. What
was the atmosphere like in the dressing room at full time?
It was probably a mixed atmosphere. Just Clonus was rocking throughout the game, and there was great atmosphere. And then I suppose it was a strange silence on the final whistle. I don't think either supporter or either team really knew whether they were celebrating or not. I suppose we took the result the way it was, and we were back at training last night, and look, we'll just be refocusing. And as I said, it's a point gained at the end of the day. The Super 8s of the quarter-final phase, it's 3 games, and you have to get as much out of them. And if we were told probably 3 points from 4 from the first 2 games, you probably would have took it, outside of the results. So yeah, we're happy enough with that there.
Obviously, from somebody watching the Super 8s, I think last weekend was fantastic. We saw great games of football. The Super 8s concept is still very much alive, and now you have to go to Galway, and you need to win, and you'd also be relying on other results as well. I mean, from a neutral perspective, you can see how that must be great fun, but for you guys now, it means you have to totally refocus and reframe things again for the Galway trip.
Yeah, I suppose. It's going into the Galway game. It's all in our hands. We know that a win will take us in. We'll top the group with a win, and we'll have 5 points from 6. So in that way, it's probably a clear enough focus in our mind. We only have one kind of objective, and we don't need to probably think about the other games. And that was the thing about the last day against Kerry. They could have stole the game at the end. We could have been going into the last day and knowing a win might not be enough. So. For ourselves, we feel probably we're in a good position. We can go down to the game in Galway, we can attack it, and we can give it our best shot to get out of it.
Would you be tempted to perhaps go for the draw?
I don't know. Draws are hard come by in Gaelic now. I'd say it'll. We saw the last day. No, look, I'd say Galway's in the same boat. They're in a good winning frame of mind. I think they've only lost the league final this year to Dublin, so they're not losing too many games throughout the year. So they'll not be giving anything lightly, and they'll be looking to top the group the same as us. So it'll be a ding-dong battle, and we're looking forward to it.
Obviously, nobody will ever admit to it, but to top the group means that the semi-final a bit handier.
Oh, it's at this stage of the game we're playing. It's quarter-final stage to get to an All-Ireland semi-final. I don't think anything is going to be too easy. But again, you're going to go up against the top teams in the country. It's between Dublin, Tyrone, Donegal. That's the 3 on the other side of the draw. But it's for us, and we've done the last 5 weekends. We've just been playing the game in front of us, and whatever comes the following Monday or the following week, that whenever we reset and go for the next day. So again, we'll be looking no further than Galway. Galway's our last game in the championship, and if we win it, we're through to an All-Ireland semi-final, and we'll take whoever comes through the other side.
Looking forward to Galway, is there anything you think Monaghan might change, or even yourself might change in your own play or your own mindset, in comparison to maybe something you've learned from playing against Kerry?
Yeah, it's probably the Kerry game. We probably had saw Kerry the week previous play Galway, and it was a more probably tactical affair, and both teams were cagey enough and didn't open up. Whereas the last day in Clonus, Kerry pressed us high, they pressed us all over the field, so we had to play and adapt to that there, and we played the game it was an open game of football. There was space left at both ends, and it's, I don't think the next day, I'm not sure, it'll be a different probably approach that we'll be playing against. That we won't face the pressure we did. As you could see near the end, we were getting pressed all over the field. Our goalkeeper, if the ball went back the way, it was always pressed by Kerry players. So we're going to have to again adjust to that. There we'll be playing Galway, who are, they're similar. They're a strong defensive team, but they're great on the counter attack and some top forwards, and it's something that we've probably faced before down the years, and it's something we're kind of accustomed to.